Here I'm going to show using the National Instruments 9144 EtherCAT custom device inside VeriStand 2009. My active project in VeriStand right now contains a blank system definition file. If I open up System Explorer with this custom device installed, I can add it to my configuration. After adding it to my configuration, you'll see that by default it adds one 9144 EtherCAT chassis. I can add additional chassis if my hardware configuration requires it. As you can see, each chassis has 8 slots that are configurable for different modules. In these slots, when you select what module is in these slots, that C-Series module will work inside scan mode. Scan mode means you could use a C-Series module without doing any programming whatsoever. In slot 1, I could click this drop-down box and select what C-Series module is in the slot. Here you'll see that we currently support 12 C-Series modules with this custom device. There are 2 thermocouple input modules, an analog input module, a couple of analog output modules, and a variety of different digital input and output modules. Right now on my desk, I have a 9472 in the first slot, a 9423 in the second slot, 9215, 9263, and finally a thermocouple 9211 module in the fifth slot. As you specify what module is in what slot, you'll see that the corresponding channels are added to the System Explorer. For the thermocouple module, I could specify my thermocouple type and what units I want to use. As I only have one chassis, I'm going to delete the second chassis here for demonstration purposes. So if I save this, I can deploy this to my real-time target, and then open up my workspace and show a simple loopback test. Right now I have digital out 0 wired into digital in 1, and analog out 0 wired into analog in 1. And my thermocouple attached to channel 0 is a J-type thermocouple sitting on my desk. I've already dropped controls and indicators on the workspace to show this loopback test, so we won't have to drop them again. So here you can see my thermocouple is reading in 74 degrees, which is about room temperature. If you right click on the indicator, you can see that it is currently mapped to slot 5, channel 0. And my digital outs and digital ins are also mapped to the right channels. And here you see the digital out and the digital in working together, and the analog in and the analog out working together as well. So here you just saw 5 modules working in scan mode. But new in LabVIEW 2009, you can program a 9144 chassis with a custom LabVIEW FPGA personality. If you have LabVIEW and LabVIEW FPGA and you want to run custom code, FPGA code on your 9144 chassis, you can add that code to the system configuration. By selecting the user variable section inside the custom device, you could specify the bit file, and the user variables in that bit file are added to your configuration. So here, if I was using a custom personality on my 9144, you'll see that I can use 5 modules in scan mode and still access the user variables used with that bit file on that chassis. With the 9144 EtherCAT custom device, you could add multiple expansion chassis to your HIL or real-time test application easily and quickly without any programming, or you could add a chassis configured with LabVIEW FPGA to perform powerful distributed measurements with the ease of configuration of VeriStand.